Namaste, sir. It's the Spiritual Daywalker with your tarot card reading for this new moon phase from 26th of September until 9th of October. This new moon is in Libra. So, Libra, this is your new moon. That can often mean that you are kind of doubting yourself or reinventing your very core, the core of your personality. So, it might not be exactly the most exciting phase you're in right now, but it is very pivotal and it's going to make you a new person. That being said, it is a general reading, so if the message doesn't resonate with you, feel free to drop the message. If it does resonate with you, like and subscribe, drop a comment. All right, let's see in the DNA spread now how your manifestation works for this new moon phase. That is already like half over, but fair enough. You know, it's retrograde season, everything's moving and changing, and especially equipment is failing, right? So that's what I've been hassling with, had a hassle with, whatever. Let's see, in the DNA spread, the middle row is the spirit axis and the energies balancing around this will show us how you go about manifesting this, which is in the latter spot in the 10. So let's see, your soul card is the Mother of Cups. That is you being nurturing and emotionally available and all that stuff. So your soul decided for love and to be loving and trusting. So this is, rather than the Ace of Cups, which is more about the trust in the universe, this is about the trust and the love for your surroundings, for the people in your field, right? So if you decided, your soul decided to be that Mother of Cups, it means that you will be there for them no matter what, that you are like the perfect lover in a sense, right? Or maybe not, but the perfect partner, right? Because it's water energy. It's not exactly passionate. It's coming from deep down, like from your emotions. You want to be emotionally caring and available. You are understanding. That's what your soul decided to be. Now let's see how this manifests. Oh, I got so much space right now on this table. That's beautiful. See how this manifests. Well, in your challenge, there's a 10 of Wands. That is taking on a little too much. So if you want to be nurturing, you don't have to like solve all the problems people around you are having. Like, you got problems of your own, right? What you need to learn is to trust. Also, I mean, like, the 10 of Wands speaks about a reward, and also, right, and the reward needs a lot of work. There will be that phase where it's all like coming down, right? And you're like, holy shit, this is a lot. Like, this is a lot I got to take care of at the same time. Fair enough. It's not all your problems, I get, simply because you're coming from the Mother of Cups. You're in that nurturing energy. Now you're manifesting a Daughter of Cups in reverse, which is beautiful. Because the Daughter of Cups is a new beginning in love sometimes. In your case, I get a strong feeling in my gut that it is about you maturing out of that playfulness into a more like, let's mean business state, or not exactly. Well, it can be. If it's about business, that is you maturing in terms of how you feel about your business, right? If it's in terms of relationship, that is you growing into a more stable, more committed relationship. Because this Daughter of Cups, like, it's the messenger of love, yeah. So it could also be that, like, a message of love is withheld in a sense, it's delayed, right? So, but it's you manifesting yourself into a Mother of Cups, or you're coming from that Mother of Cups, let's say, right? Your soul decided it's time to be a Mother of Cups. It's time to be emotionally nurturing, available for the people around us. And I strongly get that this is both your energy and the energy of the people around you. So you have a lot to do with people that are emotionally maturing. They're coming out like out of this fragile state into a more loving and trusting kind of energy. So that is beautiful, and it seems like you are assisting them as the mother, you know. So in the spot of the wand, what gives you the impulse to move into this is the daughter of Pentacles. It is a new beginning in life, in business, in something you want to manifest. So you want to start something here, or you have started something here, and since it's in the upper half, it is more about the internal realization that something's got to give, something has to like become reality now, right? Like it's time to make a dream come true, right? And it can also mean that this is someone in your field that has that sense, right? So when I'm talking about these energies, you are confronted with them. That doesn't exactly mean you incorporate them. It can be, since you're coming from that mother, that nurturing energy, you got two daughters here. That can be two daughters, two sons, whatever. That can be your friends you're caring for. But it seems like someone in your field has a big new beginning that's going to make them emotionally more mature, a little less playful, a little more hands-on maybe, and stuff like that. So let's see. Taking out a little of this and balancing it or directing it in the spot of the 3 is the Magician. That is interesting. So the Magician gives you balance. That means the idea that you can make your own reality, the idea that you form your own reality, gives you balance in taking on this new venture or assisting this new venture, right? You look like the Magician. Here it's that cat, right? That feline that is looking towards the middle. So looking towards what you're going to realize right now and looking towards that daughter. So the Magician is very much your energy, or the energy also that daughter incorporates, right? The energy you need to be in to balance that is the idea that it is possible, and that you just got to like bring in the right spell, do the right magic, have the right mindset, and work for it, right? That's all you need. Mindset and actually doing it. So you're doing it all right. That is beautiful. In the spot of the 3, what you realize how to go about this, right? So 3 is the number for insight. It's a spirit number for me because the 3, 6, 9, that's why it's in the middle, right? They are mathematically super interesting. So the 3 is the first multiple of 9 in that row, and the 9 being like a spiritual enema, like the challenge you face, right? But in this case, it's a 10 of wands. But the 3 is more like an initial insight. Is like, okay, so this is how I got to do it, you know. Let's see, in that spot of the 3, you have a 5 of wands. All right. 5 of wands means dealing with conflict. And if that is your spiritual insight, it basically means that you cannot be afraid of conflict. Conflict is going to arise, right? And it's not so much conflict in the sense that you are confronting each other. Because sometimes in the classic 5 of wands, people try to build a house with each other, or build a tent with each other, in a sense, right? So they're not exactly fighting, they just don't know what to do with their sticks, right? Very interesting. So if that is in your inside, you realize, well, for it to come together, some things still have to change, right? And maybe I thought differently about the outcome than the other person did, right? Maybe, well, the passion has changed, right? So you're acknowledging that change in that spot of the 3. You're acknowledging that change, that you have to go with it, maybe deal with it. But then it's funny that you're moving from the 3 into the 9, from the 5 into the 10 here in the middle. 5 of wands into the 10 of wands. So that conflict is doubled until it's unbearable. Very interesting, right? Or that conflict is doubled until it's just like all on the table and no one knows what to do anymore, right? So be aware, you're dealing with a lot of stuff at once. I'm just getting that it's not all yours. Now let's see in that challenge how you move further into manifestation, right? In the spot of the 4, the idea that gives you stability, interesting. The idea that gives you stability is a 2 of Wands in the spot of the 4. There's a 2 of Wands in reverse though. So that a lack of direction or a delay of direction gives you a sense of stability can I actually only mean one thing. It means that you actually want a different outcome, right? So whatever it is that you're worried about right now, about this daughter of Pentacles, about this like child or friend of yours, and maybe a venture you're in with, right, is you're like, well, actually things are not coming together as I wanted them to, 5 of Wands, but you know, maybe this is all for the better, or maybe this is all for like you're gonna end up in a different way. Maybe the direction is not so clear yet, you know. So that's the thing that gives you stability. What challenges that stability in the spot of the 5, and most likely is the cause for confrontation in your current situation, is the 8 of Pentacles. Well, yeah, the idea that it's a lot of work, right? So if that is your conflict, your change, this amount of work is what's going to bring the change, but it's also, well, a chance to doubt the outcome, right? Because it's like, wow, that's a lot. There's that 10 of Wands in the middle. So this 8 of Pentacles right here, that's a lot of shit to do at once, right? Well, the thing is, maybe you don't have to do it at once, you know? Maybe it's all leading step by step to somewhere where you actually appreciate it, right? And it doesn't have to be your work though, because that daughter of Pentacles diagonally feeds into this eight of Pentacles, and you're kind of in a magician energy looking right there. Because a Mother of Cups is more that balancing energy in the two. And like I said, that daughter of Pentacles is most likely someone you are catering to, you are nurturing for, and this person is moving into a lot of shit to do, right? And you're just kind of hoping that the direction is still open, that there's still many ways to go about this. Because you, on some level, you are agreeing, but, well, and you want to work with that person, right? But maybe, for example, you see they deserve better, right? Maybe you see they are putting in a lot of work and you hope it works for them, but actually you want to want them to expand in a different way. Maybe you think they deserve less work and more recognition. Well, yeah, the work is how they get the recognition. Let's see how you manifest this. The spot of the 7, so your sense of identity, is coming from that doubt. That is the 9 of Wands, and also the wounded warrior, and that being close to the finish line and doubting yourself. So if that gives you stability, the 9 of Wands is not a good feeling to fall back on. Well, stability in the sense that it makes up your identity. A core part of your identity is that you carry wounds that make you doubt yourself or a venture or whatever it is, right? So that is something to work on, I guess. And the thing that gives you abundance, that kind of gets you out of the 7 into the all, into the everything is possible, is the Ace of Swords in reverse. So acknowledging a truth, right? You're waiting for a message somehow. You're waiting for clarity about this 2 of Wands here. You're waiting for the clarity. You want to know how this is going to pan out, right? So the moment you're like, you know whether it works or not, that's the moment you gain some clarity about why it didn't work for you in the past, right? Because that's that doubt you carry, the wounds of the wounded warrior you carry, that are so pivotal and so essential to your character, to your personality. So the Ace of Swords basically means you're waiting on a message, waiting on clarity about how this idea is going to work out, so you can kind of apply it to your own emotional wounds. Let's see in the spot of the 6 if that insight that is going to elevate and alleviate you is going to make a little more sense here. Daughter of Wands. Wow. Cool. Cool. So you're realizing about something about passion. You got 3 daughters here, and you are in the mother energy. That means, well, it is about your kids, right? Or if you don't have kids, it is about your friends. It is about the people that are around you that you're kind of worried about, right? Because they're taking on so much. Yeah, it doesn't mean you have to take it on. It means you have to be there for them, right? Even though you hope that it still goes into a direction that could be more beneficial, right? But you will manifest this truth that is going to show you something about how you yourself went through new beginnings, right? So there is that doubt, there is that just before the finish line, right? The 9 of Wands also, like, it is being just before the finish line, and it is tied to the work because it all works diagonally. It's a DNA spread. So if we see it in another light, it's a Daughter of Pentacles into the 8 of Pentacles is a lot of work, and then into the 9 of Wands, it's like so close. It's so close, and it's just before completion. And the moment it is completed, there's going to be abundance of clarity for you, for that person. And the clarity is, if you want something, go get it and do it with passion. That is that Daughter of Wands right here, right? So it's a new beginning in passion, and it's going to rekindle some of your passion. So it seems like someone in your reality is leading by example, even though they are having a hard time making it work and need you to cater them through it. The moment it happens, you're going to gain some clarity about your own 9 of Wands energy, which they are in right now, in a sense, right? So that Daughter of Cups right here, Daughter of Cups in reverse, that you are manifesting, I strongly get it means something for the people in your life, right? So they are maturing out of being too childish, in a sense. And I mean that in the best possible way. It's just like, okay, you're stepping up to the plate now, like literally, right? Or figuratively, whatever. But so I strongly get these are the people you care for. The Daughter of Pentacles is someone that is trying something, trying to manifest something around you for their reality, probably, maybe for both of you, right? And you are in the magician mode, trying to like observe how reality works, what they put in amount of work, in amount of passion, whether they believe in the right things. You're kind of doubting about that, but you're going to gain some clarity on how to pick direction, and something that happened for you in the past, I get, because of course you're learning from others right now. In the moment you get a result from that, you are reflecting on your own being, right, with that 9 of Wands, and maturing through that. But you are the Mother of Cups, you are the loving nurturer right now, and your challenge, classical for a nurturer, is the 10 of Wands, is not taking on too much of the energy of that other person, because they're going through a lot of shit, and they're probably set up in a different way emotionally, right? So when they are passion driven, and that Daughter of Wands is like, I'm gonna fucking do this, I don't care, you know, they're coming from a different energy than you observing them doing it and being like, yeah, but this could be, you know, like, have you thought about everything, right? Maybe 5 of Wands, you know, maybe something's not coming together here, right? So what can I do, you know? It's not so much being in your head about it, it's more different passions. On one side, you want them to succeed. On another side, you see a different direction in this and hoping it's going to come to be. On another side, you got your own passions that you're reflecting on through their experience, where you're like, but, and subconsciously, you don't do that like knowingly most of the time, because like it's the woodwork, right? It's the undergrowth right here. right? So subconsciously, you see, if they succeed and I didn't in the past, what did I do wrong? So your ego has a little resistance to looking at this. Make sure you're not hoping, subconsciously hoping for them to fail to feel better about your failure in the past. Failure is a part of that, a part of the process, especially going into business. And that looks like someone's going into business. Daughter of Pentacles in the Eight of Pentacles, that is starting something new. That is starting a business, or maybe if it's for a relationship, well, buying a house together, something like that. You know, it's like making it real and like durable, right? And it's going to be, I get the strong sense that this is not only a maturing phase for you. I mean, this is from your perspective. I cannot tell you whether the business venture is going to, well, maybe I can. Let's see. Let's shuffle. Is the business or the venture, whatever it is that Daughter of Pentacles is in, how is it doing? Is it going to succeed? Well, everything's a success, right? But how is it doing? The Hermit. Well, it's still in learning phase, but it is about finding the light. It is a major arcana that is a clear yes to the question whether this is beneficial. And this person is finding their own path, shining their own light, learning a lot along the way. So if you think, if you're missing the clarity about where this is going to go, about the direction, it is because it's still in the process of being built. But since it has already started, that Hermit is not about stagnation, it's about hanging in there. That's a beautiful, beautiful sign. So for that business or whatever it is, that's just like perfect alignment. So you take care of yourself, of the others in your life, and if that resonated with you, Libra, then drop a comment, like and subscribe, share to others who might enjoy this reading style and enjoy this phase, right? Don't think too much about you here. You're not, right? But don't think too much about what happened in the past yet. They got their shit together. They're doing the work. They just before the finish line. It's like, and they're mature enough now and maturing out of that super playfulness, getting their act together. So that's a beautiful thing, right? Trust that they have their phase to work through, they have their things to learn, but they're putting in the work. No matter where it leads them, it's going to be fine. And it's not exactly your shit to worry about. So Libra, thank you so much. I love you.